This is the Tom Barnard Podcast. Listen live weekday mornings, 8 to 9:30, or anytime you like as a podcast on the Tom Barnard app at tombarnardshow.com or wherever you get your podcasts.
That is I was going to say something else, but it's no doubt. That's what I'm going to say now. I've just decided that's what we'll go with. There's no question about it. I have a question for the two of you, for all of our listeners, maybe I'll get a hold of like Carol or Heather or Beth or somebody from Livia, because I'm hitting the road tomorrow. And I know for breakfast I have bars and for lunch I have bars. But when you're on the road, where do you go to eat? Because most restaurant food is so loaded with salt and fat. It's unbelievable. So I need some tips from people. Like, what can I pick up at a grocery store to just eat in the car or something? Or if I do, because Catherine's going to want to go to at least one restaurant on the trip. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I know I can get shrimp. If they have good shrimp is wonderful. That I understand. That is very, very low calorie, and I love it anyway.
Just not Red Lobster, because that'll apparently put them out of business.
Shut her down. What the hell kind of management do you have where you let somebody overserve and then your business goes out of business? What the hell kind of business person is that?
Especially at today's age, where like Old Country Buffet, we've realized that the buffets don't work. Yeah, and then you go, you know what? We know better. Let's do shrimp, where you can eat 1,000 of them in a sitting.
Well, the thing is, too, they've done this on numerous occasions, and not once have they gotten the figures back, seeing, you know what, a giant red arrow pointing down for profits.
Yeah,
and you're like, let's do it again in a month. Like, just stop doing the endless promotion. That's it.
Right. That's all you got to do is stop doing the promotion. You're done. You're good. They didn't have a guaranteed end date for it, did they?
I don't think. I thought it was like Shrimp Month, and so that they've just been doing it for the past however many years.
Yeah, I think they just kind of do it whenever, and usually like buffets or promotions like that, they'll be like, okay, you're limited to an hour at the table or whatever. Because even I remember Buffalo Wild Wings used to do they would do like 20-cent wings, but it was limited to such a certain amount and whatever else. So Red Lobster, not the brightest people over there.
How about if I were a server? It says 20-cent wings. That's what it says. Okay, how many wings in a chicken? That's 2. That's what you get.
You give me 40 cents and I'll give you the 2 wings off this chicken we got in the bag.
You horn tootin'. That's exactly right. Right there. It's all you need to know. By the way, you brought something up that gave me this just magnificent memory. Old Country Buffet, the one out there in Maple Grove, Minnesota. When it opened, ladies and gentlemen, I decided I want to go to Old Country Buffet, see what it's all about. It had been open about, I guess, a month, something like that. Mm-hmm. So I wander over to Old Country Buffet in Maple Grove, and there's a woman in front of me. She's about 75 years old. She's about 4'10", and she's wearing a very furry fur coat. And it's in the summertime, by the way. I'd like to point that out. So she's 4'10", about 75 years old. She's wearing a very snazzy coat and all the rest of it. So I get behind her in line, and I say to this 75-year-old one, maybe even older than that, I said, I've never eaten here. Is the food any good? And she looks at me and says, you goddamn right. Like, oh, well.
That's your ass, Tom.
I'm sorry, lady. I've never been here before. I thought I'd ask.
Excuse me, miss, for not knowing that the buffet food was good. Didn't mean to offend you.
Honest to God. It's so hilarious because I had a doctor's appointment yesterday, and I was talking to Dr. Carol, as a matter of fact. She's a listener to the show, by the way. West Palm Beach. Dr. Carol listens to this show every day, but it's really, really nice. But I go, it's checking in and all the rest of it. And she said, do people kind of avoid you? And I said, why? Well, she didn't say that. It was somebody else that said it. It wasn't her. It was one of her people. Okay. Very, very nice people. I said, do people avoid you on the street? I said, well, kind of. Why? Why do you ask? I said, because you look like you want to kill somebody every time. I said, I have a look on my face like I want to kill somebody. We better do something about that. So I got to get like clown glasses or something. I didn't even know I was. See, I'm looking at I don't look like I want to kill anybody right now, do I?
No, but right now you've got the uplighting right now.
Oh, that's true. So that's scary.
Take the flashlight and let me tell you a scary story.
Where can I put that so it doesn't shine in my? Yeah, kids, a real scary movie. The Odd Couple. Still one of my favorite lines. I don't know where to put that light. See, but if I turn it off, is that better?
Oh yeah. No,
That's
I mean
worse.
it looks fine when it's on.
Yeah.
But it
Just
just
looks
has some of the slight uplighting, so it looks like the campfire story where it's all spooky.
A real scary movie, kids. I don't know. I got 24 more pounds loose, so we'll see how it looks after that. And if I still look like I want to kill someone, I'll have to go in and learn facial expressions.
Yeah, but you don't want to look too friendly.
No, it's true.
You don't want everybody to come up and approach you. You still want to be able to get around and have people avoid you a little bit.
It's all true, ladies and gentlemen. So, oh geez, we got to take a break already. What the hell kind of show is this? So yeah, I want to get some. So I got bars for breakfast, bars for lunch, but I got to figure out what I can buy on the road that's not going to be full of fat and salt.
Yeah, I don't know. So listeners will probably have to fact check me, but I would assume like maybe some dried fruits type of thing. Where
Yeah, that'd be good. Vegetables and fruits.
Stop in like at a restaurant, you stick to like the salad selection or like a seafood dish, like if they have a salmon, I think that works fine.
Yeah, and shrimp does. I love shrimp anyway. Like I said, I could eat shrimp for the. Like I said, I could put Red Lobster out of business again. I still don't understand how you let your business go out of business because of shrimp. That makes no sense to me. Does that make any sense to you?
No, and I don't know what the cost is to purchase shrimp, but I'm assuming they sold a hell of a lot of shrimp to have to go out of business.
Right.
That's what they're saying. They sold some shrimp, ladies and gentlemen. No question about it. We shall take a break. We'll be right back. SKOR North's Judd Zulgad will join us next. We haven't had a 10-0 Twins victory to talk about in a while, so that's good. It's been how many did they lose in a row again now? Like 7 in a row or something?
They lost 7 in a row because they got swept by Yankees, swept by Guardians, and then lost the first one to the Nationals.
Yeah, an 8 of 10.
Yeah,
8 of 10.
Yeah,
8 of 10.
Bah.
But
we're back now.
Yeah, now that Pendulum's the other way.
And then we got game 2 when? When's game?
Game 1 is tonight. Game 2
1,
on what, Friday?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, so it is Friday.
Yes.
Okay, good, because I thought it might be Saturday, because it's Wednesday, Friday then.
Yeah, I think Wednesday, Friday, and then Sunday. I think Sunday is game
Monday.
3, but
I think it'll be I think it'll be that because they'll go every other night for the conferences.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be fun to watch. That's all I have to say. And of course, biggest game in the history of the Timberwolves, and I'll be on the road for the first 3 games. Or 2 games, I guess.
Well, Tom, I mean, me and Adrian were talking about this yesterday. If you do get back in time for game 2, I guess it would be if you want to sit courtside, just a simple $20,000 to sit courtside and take the game in.
I better resell my Mustang. God, go out and sell your car so you can go to a Timberwolves game.
Yeah, but between Tevin and I, we found out if we pulled our money together this morning, we're only short about $19,000, or like $19,880.
Yes,
like
give or take.
Yeah.
Other than that, though,
yeah,
you're in good shape.
We're close.
All right, we'll take a break. Be right back. We'll find out how much money Judd Zulgad has on him, and can he afford the $80,000 it would take for the 4 of us to go to the Timberwolves game? 4 times $20,000 would be $80,000.
Mm-hmm.
So there you have it. Does everything super serve the super rich in the world now?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Everything is about money now. Every damn thing. Isn't that amazing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Just while I'm reading this commercial, will you just hit the cash register sound effect a few times? Ching, ching. Ching. K&L Surplus and Ammo in Lina Lakes is my choice for firearms and ammunition. Jim, the owner, is one of the most knowledgeable people in the business and is great at getting you into the right firearm for your needs. We've talked about that before. You need the right firearm. Jim's the guy who can get it done for you. K&L Surplus and Ammo now carries Benelli shotguns that offer enhanced performance, amazing reliability for uses ranging from waterfowl hunting to skeet shooting and more. I highly encourage you to stop in, talk with Jim and the rest of the K&L Surplus crew. Between their superior knowledge of firearms, friendly customer service, overall stock, and fair pricing, I can't imagine a better location to purchase your next firearm. K&L Surplus and Ammo is on Lake Drive in Lina Lakes, open Tuesday through Saturday. You can reach them by phone at 763-757-2614, or you can also visit them online at www.klgunstore.com.
Is that text you're sending so important that you missed your turn? Is that text you're sending so important that you ran the red light? Is that text you're sending so important you didn't see the ball coming onto the road or the child that followed? Hi, I'm Mike Bryant from Bradshaw and Bryant. When you take your eyes off the road for even 4 seconds, your vehicle travels 100 yards. That's the entire length of a football field. If you absolutely have to text, you need to pull off the road somewhere safe and do it from there. Texting and driving is against the law and can cause serious injury or even death to you and others. Now that is important. We hope you're never injured in a collision, but if you are, please contact us.
Find Bradshaw and Bryant, personal injury attorneys at minnesotapersonalinjury.com.
Going farther with Mike Bryant on your side, seeking justice for the injured. Bradshaw and Bryant.
Mike Lindell, my employees, my pillow employees. Well, I said my employees. Big shot. Mike Lindell and my pillow employees want to thank my listeners for all your continued support. So to thank you, they're having an overstock clearance and new product sale. It's going on right now for the best prices ever. Yes, I did say the best prices ever when you use promo code Tom, which is, by the way, very, very important. That's a big deal now in the business. I heard it from Tom. It's one of those deals. You get free shipping on your entire order when you do that, too, so you do benefit from using promo code Tom, so that's good. You get 50% off the MyPillow 2.0. Also get 50% off the brand new flannel sheets that just arrived and won't last long. 6-pack towel sets, only $29.98. And take advantage of the free shipping on larger items such as mattresses, mattress toppers, 100% made in the USA, on sale for as low as $99.99. Everything is on sale, from the brand new kitchen towels that have the same technology as the bath towels that actually do absorb. They have dog beds, they have blankets, couch pillows, and so much more. To get the best specials ever, go to MyPillow.com or call 800-516-5146. Use promo code TOM, and you get free shipping on your entire order. So call 800-516-5146. Go to MyPillow.com and use promo code TOM.
This is the Tom Barnard Podcast. Listen live weekday mornings, 8 to 9:30, or anytime you like as a podcast on the Tom Barnard app at TomBarnardShow.com or wherever you get your podcasts.
Who's that lame-o?
What a great bass on that.
Well, that was Amy playing the bass, too, and she didn't just do the voiceover.
I could just see her going around like the office all day long with them.
Chicken tummy.
With the bass, just playing it. That's a great sound.
You suck. You suck. Get the ratings up. Oh, that'd be one. I would love that.
Yeah.
I'd like to kind of like escort her around as she's playing the bass, telling people they suck.
Just go with the big voice for it too.
Sure. Mm-hmm. You suck. You're terrible. Okay, so Judd, we got a lot to talk about today. Yeah. No question about that. We got your Timberwolves coming up. We got the Twins getting beat 12-2 and then winning 10-0.
Yep.
So they're very consistent. I really like that about
them. Oh,
the
God,
Twins.
yeah. They're consistently inconsistent.
It's only like a 20-run swing from one game to the next, but
it is remarkable.
It's hilarious.
It's remarkable.
That's why I love the Twins, man. But you want to start with the Timberwolves, I'm sure, because they are on the docket.
Yeah, playing tonight against the Mavs at home. Did I hear when I jumped in? Did I hear Tevin and AJ saying the get-in price for a courtside seat is, what'd you guys say, 10,000?
20,000 as of yesterday for a courtside seat. I believe it's right around 250 for, the last row pressed up in the upper deck to get in. So, but yeah, 20,000. Judd, open up that pocketbook and let's all go courtside.
Well, that's not too bad. Yeah, no problem at all. Just sell my house before the day is done.
That'd be so great. You buy a ticket, you're taking it as you hand it over. You notice it says on the ticket, Bob Polad. He's selling his personal tickets. God, Bob and I used to get along so well, and then that crazy cabbie guy showed up at their house and insulted the piss out of. And Bob hasn't spoken to me since. Like, Bob, I keep telling you, I had nothing to do with that. I didn't send somebody to torture your father, okay? That's not my kind of deal.
Oh, I forgot.
So, Bob, if I ever run into you again, at least smile at me this time.
Thank you very much.
No, I sat out in right field and watched the Twins game with him one time. He and his, I believe, son were there. Bob and his son and me. It was fun.
Oh, wow. But yeah, so anyway, that's the state of the Wolves is that they've gone from they couldn't give away tickets at one time to
Yes.
now you can't get in and sit courtside unless you are, how can I put this? Not just wealthy, probably like damn near a billionaire.
Yeah.
It's pretty incredible. So yeah, so Dallas game 1 tonight, and I think it's I think the Wolves. I think everyone agrees the Wolves have a very good chance. It could be a long series again. They're rarely as easy as that Phoenix one was. We got sort of spoiled in that first round. It feels like because they swept them, and then they won the first 2 games against Denver, and then fans were chanting Wolves in 4. It's like it's not really how playoffs work. You don't really just win in 4 games very often. But I mean,
true.
this is the best chance for a men's team in this town, or at least one of the major ones to go to a final since the Twins in
91.
In 91, yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely
91.
incredible. I know.
Almost 45 years.
Just to go to
Or
one.
35 years, I mean, excuse me.
Yeah, just to go to one though, not much less win it.
I know.
That's the incredible thing, just to even qualify for one.
It's absolutely true. It's the thing about that's so great is, and you don't notice it when the teams suck, but when the teams get better and they start to win a little bit here and there, you do realize how important it is to the population of your city. The Timberwolves. Nobody was watching the Timberwolves a few years ago.
Yep.
And now they're all jacked up and fired up. Why? Because the team got good. So get good and keep winning, and we'll watch every damn game. I ain't giving you $20,000 to watch it, but that's just me.
Well, there's nothing like a playoff run. Like I don't think there's anything like it. This goes back to the first one I saw as a kid was when the North Stars went to the Stanley Cup Finals in '81.
Yep.
And it was the same type of thing. Just the entire town rallies around the team. People who aren't sports fans get on board, which is awesome because it still makes it more fun. The Twins, we saw that. It's just it's probably one of the best, like as far as unifying things that can happen, just because there's no politics to it.
Right.
If you like the team or like the town, it's as simple as possible to get on board. Bars are packed, watch parties are packed. It is, it's going to be, and it has been a ton of fun. And plus, you know what? Damn it, we just deserve it. We deserve something.
Do. It's true. God, I wish I could come up. Do you think we could get an advertiser to kick in $80,000 in cash? And then we'd run a deal where you only get the $20,000 ticket if you pretend to be that woman and I pretend to be Diddy so I can kick you in the back a couple times, and then you get the ticket. What do you think?
I don't know that one's going to work out.
Get kicked in the back for a ticket to see the Timberwolves.
I don't know that one's going to work out.
We're going to have to workshop that a little bit. But
yeah.
Maybe like we do the show live from courtside, and then Anthony Edwards falls into us and hey, Ant, your thoughts?
Yeah,
I like it.
There we go.
That works for me, no question about it. I still like being able to kick somebody in the back for $20,000.
If I try to kick someone in the back right now, I think my leg would be stuck. Because you got to get your leg up there to do that.
Oh, I thought you meant the person was very heavy.
No, I mean my own leg would get stuck because I'm too damn old and my leg can't get up that high.
How old are you? What are you, like 37?
No, I'm mid-50s.
Oh, ancient.
And someone's back is pretty high. That's the thing is the back is if it's different to kick them in the leg as opposed to the back.
She was laying on the ground when he kicked her.
Yeah, Judd, we'll make it easy as possible for you to kick. You're can you lay down, move a little to the left? Yeah.
Thank you, Tevin. I appreciate it.
It's all true. God, I tell you. And I'm just pointing this out because of the laughs I'm getting from it. Have you, and we don't need to go on and on about this, have you watched any of either CNN or Fox lately? Everybody hates everybody, and we're going after you, and the president's saying those people hate you, and this guy said, I know you're trying to make money, but do you have to puke up nothing but hatred to make money? Honest to God, you're disgusting.
Well, as we get closer to the election, this is going to get worse and worse. Like we're in for it right now, man. I don't know what to tell you besides, you know what we need? We need CNN and Fox to have a dispute, at least in my case, with Xfinity.
Yes, there you
So
right.
they're like, screw you, we're not going to carry you. And then one day I just tune in and there's a blank screen with we're no longer carrying this channel, and then I can't see it.
Yeah. When does like the CEOs of, Fox News and CNN come out and go, you know what? Because of our TV deal with Bally's, we're not going to be able to spend money on promotion and streaming anymore. We're going to go away.
Love it. Wow. One of my favorites, and I'll get off the subject, but and I'm not pissed off. I find this hilarious, how incredibly stupid most people are with their politics. Honest to God, you watch, again, either Fox, CNN, those kind of channels, whatever, but those two are the big ones, right?
Yeah.
You watch it, and it's like, I just looked outside, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to love it. The sun's shining. It's blue sky. It's just gorgeous. Turn to the other channel. Oh, you better run for cover. There's a cloud out there. They can't agree on anything. It's just hilarious. I know you're trying to make money. I guess they don't make anywhere near as much money as they used to, but it's all, just please remember, they're making money off of your misery. Don't let them do that to you. Right?
Right. And when they tell you that the sky's blue or like gray, and you go, well, actually, over there it looks like it might be a little blue. No. That's actually it's not blue. It's a subsect of blue, and it's just always an argument.
Tevin, that's not even part of the sky.
Right. What you're looking at is a different part. Yeah. No. Okay.
The problem with the fight, though, is that the reality is a lot of the population loves being miserable. So
they do. Yep.
Right, but I mean, how you can't tell them not to be what they want. They enjoy it. So
why?
Who knows? Speaking of miserable, how about the Twins?
10-0, baby.
What the hell?
I don't know. You lose 12-2, then you win 10-0.
Can't you just win like normal? Can't you lose like normal? Like, how about 4-1 last night? Hey, the Twins won. They pile on 10 runs after a players only meeting. You talk about the big voice, the bass. Players only meeting.
Oh yeah, is that the deal? Who had the sausage?
And now it's supposedly back. And you know what? I'm done with this too. Okay.
The sausage.
Look, yeah, it was fun when you won 12 consecutive games. It was fun when you went 17-3, and then it was gone, and then it got thrown away, and then it wasn't thrown away. I don't think we're dealing with the original sausage, just my conspiracy theory here. I think the original sausage was jettisoned weeks ago. But the other thing is, you just went through a stretch where you sucked. Let's forget about the sausage. Let's just play. Let's just, like this whole thing, well, they found the sausage and they scored 10 runs. Can we please stop? Can you imagine if you tried this crap in like New York or Boston? The fan base would kill you.
They would. You're absolutely right.
Just win some bleeping baseball games. Be consistent. I'm not saying you're going to win them all, but my God, these pendulum swings.
I got to get to a Twins game. I'll be home this weekend, so I got to get to a Twins game sometime the next couple of weeks. Oh, I got to mention something really, really quickly because I know we got to go in a minute here anyway. But Scott, our friend that rode a bike around America, he's been on the podcast I think he's been on when you were on, Tevin. He and his wife. He's finishing up, and he wants Catherine and me to host because there's going to be a big gathering. All these news people are going to be there, and he and his wife want us to host this situation. And I'm like, oh God, it'll be great, and all the rest of it. And don't get me wrong, Scott and his wife are the best, really, really good people. What he did, found out he had an illness, and therefore he rode a bike around America. But, Scott, next time you ask me to host something, why don't you tell me it's a 4-hour drive away up to Itasca?
Oh, no.
So we're going to go on a nice 3-day vacation in Chaska, leave after the show on Friday, be back just in time for the show on Monday. No, it's going to be a hell of an honor. They're wonderful people, and I've never been that far. Well, I've been that far north, but I've never been to Itasca, so I got to get there.
I don't think I've ever been to Itasca.
No, never. It's like a 4-hour drive, isn't it?
I don't know,
Please,
but that's
please
a
tell me it's
haul.
shorter. That's a haul, baby.
It's very nice of you to go, by the way.
Oh no, this guy busted his ass to show people, hey, don't ever give up. I love
that is
that about
awesome.
Scott. It is
Still nice.
wonderful.
Still nice of you, though. I'm not gonna lie here. I think it's very nice of you to make.
Well,
that
I
drive.
fought against it. It was Catherine's idea, but no, that's not true. I did not fight
It
against it. What'd you
sounds like
find
a
out?
curved episode.
Yeah,
Doesn't
there
it?
you go. Yes.
Yeah, sure, I'll go. In 4 hours. Sounds like a.
What do you got, Tevin?
enthusiasm.
Oh yeah, I mean, so it's like somewhere in Itasca County, it looks like, but it's up there. It is up there. I don't know if it's 4 hours, but it looks like it's north of Duluth. So
2 harbors.
that's
It's north of all that, I think.
yeah, it's like
Are you in Canada?
Grand Rapids. It looks like area.
Oh, okay.
I
At
don't
least
even
that's
know where that
Itasca
is.
County. I don't know if there's a separate Itasca City. I don't want to offend anybody, but yeah, it's up there.
Is that one of those towns where the dominant television station has 2 listeners because there are only 3 people living there?
Yeah, I think they still use like the bunny ears that you stick out.
They still use those, yes.
What are they all black and white TVs too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Time for Leave It to Beaver.
Speaking of that, by the way, I know you got to go, but Ripley, have you guys watched Ripley? It's in black and white. The whole series is. God,
Really?
is it good? Guy named Tom Ripley is the
Really?
lead character. It's about a guy who murders his friend. It's really good. They got all these Italian police officers in it. They end up in they go to Rome, I think, and they go to a bunch of different places. But it's really good, and the whole series is in black and white, which I thought was pretty damn cool.
Who shows it?
Netflix.
Netflix,
Netflix?
yeah,
Okay.
very good. Very good. All right, Pally, any closing words on your fantastic teams?
No, I'm just gonna look in the couch cushions, scrounge together a few pennies, quarters here and there, and attempt to buy a ticket to tonight's Wolves game.
I still think we should have a contest. How many times can you get kicked in the ass for a $20,000 ticket to the Timberwolves?
The sad thing is, you would have people lining up for this.
They would. You're absolutely
yeah.
right.
I'll be first in line. Kick me all the way to the courtside. I don't need to sit down anyway.
I was gonna say you would need some padding then to sit down.
I wonder if Jesse Ventura is going to fly into town for the game. Do you think?
I don't know about that, but Garnett was on a podcast and threatened to show up at a Wolves game.
I love that. He threatened to show up.
Yeah,
He
threatened
basically
to show
threatened
up.
to show up.
Have you ever had to deal with him?
Garnett a little bit here and there. Yeah.
Oh, God, is he hard to deal with.
He couldn't have been as hard as Moss at times. So
Well, there is that too, but my favorite story is the dealership's not even there anymore. I don't think so. I won't even mention what kind of car it was, but it was an SUV when SUVs were really big, and Catherine wanted this specific one.
Yep.
And I went to the dealership, and the guy said, "Man, did you get lucky?" I said, "Why?" He said, "This is the only one we have left." And I said, "What do you mean it's the only one you have left?" He goes, "Garnett came in and bought some for his friends." I said, "What do you mean bought some?" 28 of them.
Jesus.
So you know what that means? He could afford to sit courtside tonight.
Yes, he could. Absolutely.
KG courtside. All right, guys.
Courtside. All right, man. Thank
Talk
you.
to you tomorrow. Bye.
Have a great day. That is my fault. I always go too long with those guys because I love talking to them. I mean, the 4 of us have a great time schmoozing, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely.
Especially when the Twins are winning and and everything's good. But there are days when it's like,
Oh,
we've got nothing to talk about.
I'm not talking to you about anything. Did you notice I'm wearing Catherine's most hated shirt? Catherine hates this shirt.
Why does she hate that shirt?
I don't, because it's way too big for me. Now, let me see if I can show you.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
way too big for me.
Oh yeah,
No, see, the
That's a
thing is,
comfort.
that's
comfort.
that's a comfy shirt. That's a I'm gonna hang out
It
inside shirt.
Well, I mean, look at the shoulders are all the way down here now. I've lost a little width, I will say. All right, we better take a break here before the show's over. I'll look up, it'll be like, 9:30 and go, oh, we still have 5 people to get on.
Yeah.
Hi, Tom Barnard for Olivia Weight Control Centers. Now is the time to get a jump on some of Olivia Way. Join Olivia today and get your first 8 weeks free. I did say free, by the way. In those first 8 weeks by following Olivia's nutrition plan and with the help of their expert team of registered dietitians and nutritionists, you can lose up to 20 pounds or more. I have lost 25 or 26. Maybe I'm edging toward 27, actually. Imagine how much better you'll feel, not to mention how much better your summer clothes will fit. Join today. You'll also receive a complimentary in-body scan. Here's what I need to do. I asked earlier, and I don't know if anybody reached out or not, but I'll find out from Tevin and AJ. I'm going to hop in the car tomorrow after the show. I got a bar for breakfast. I got a bar for lunch, but I got to figure out for 3 nights on the road, what can I eat that won't be full of fat and salt? Any suggestions you have, please call in and let me know, because I don't want to be gaining weight by sitting in a car for 3 days. I mean, you sit there for, I think it's a grand total of like 29 hours or something like that. If you're not moving for 29 hours, you're tempted to eat, then you're not getting any exercise. So I got to be smart about this. Join today. Get your first 8 weeks of Livia Nutrition free. The plan is free for the first 8 weeks, man. Visit Livia.com. That's Livea.com, or call 855-GO-LIVIA. And Livia's medical weight loss is now offering GLP-1 medication starting at just $299 a month. Quiet the food noise and see accelerated results by summer. Visit Livia.com or call 855-GO-LIVIA. Get a jump on summer the Livia way.
I've been tracking the weather in Minnesota for a long time. I'm 5 Eyewitness News Chief Meteorologist Ken Barlow. In the morning, I've got to be right, because my forecast affects your family's entire day. And in the evening, you can count on my friend, Grant.
That's right, Ken. I'm 5 Eyewitness News Evening Meteorologist Ren Claire. And as a Minnesotan, I know our weather can be tricky. Throughout the day and into the night, I've got you covered with an accurate forecast to help keep your family safe and ready for any weather.
And don't forget, no matter how things change or what time of day, you'll always get our forecast first at the start of every newscast on 5 Eyewitness News. Start your day with me, Ken Barlow.
And wrap up your day with me, Ren Claire.
Because 5 Eyewitness News is always tracking our weather, so you're always alerted first. It's why 5 Eyewitness News is Minnesota's weather authority.
When you go to a restaurant, you expect the chef to be an expert, do a great job with your food. Absolutely. You expect your auto mechanic to be an expert when it comes to fixing your car, because you don't want to, have the wheels fall off while you're driving. That actually happened to me once, by the way. The front left wheel fell off the car. That was a beauty. You judge them by the results of their work. Josh Arnold's an expert in investments and planning your financial future. Josh Arnold is my expert, and he should be yours too. I said he should be yours too. I talk to Josh every week, and he understands the market, the economy. He knows how to plan for your retirement. Don't put it off another day. The man with your plan is Josh Arnold. Call Josh now for a no-obligation 48-minute evaluation. You have got nothing to lose, and you'll have an expert planning and managing your financial future. Call Josh at 952-925-5608. That's 952-925-5608. Investment services offered by Josh Arnold Investment Consultant, LLC Security Investment Advisor. Past performance is no guarantee of future results. All investments involve risk. All comments and opinions are Josh Arnold's and do not constitute investment advice. I am a paid endorser.
This is the Tom Barnard Podcast.
Channel 5's Chris Egert, brought to you by Mr. Money Talk Josh Arnold. Call Josh today for your free 48-minute evaluation, 952-925-5608. I need some advice from the three of you or our listeners or everybody.
You got it. Let's go.
I have noticed now, since I've been walking 8 to 11 and a half miles a day, depending on what day we're talking. But every day I walk at least 8 miles and sometimes more. Well, that's not true, because there was one day in there where I only got in like 5.5, 6 miles because I was running around like a psychopath. But in any case, now me bitching, I forgot what I wanted to ask you.
Something about you're walking too many miles.
This time I'm walking to New Orleans. I love that song. Fats Domino, baby. What the hell was I going to ask you? I was going to ask you something.
Anything to do with foot pain or tennis shoe advice?
No, was it going to be eats for the road? What you can get on the road? Was that what it was?
Oh, yeah, maybe I should ask Chris Egert about that. You must used to have to hop in a car and drive a long way. You've done it a couple of times in the last month, haven't you?
Spend a lot of time in the car the last several years, yes.
Okay, so what do you, like I said, I have a bar to eat for breakfast. I have a bar from Livia to eat for lunch. What can I eat on the road those 3 nights that's not full of fat and salt?
I mean, you can get some pretty good quality protein shakes at most convenience stores now.
Okay.
Which it's not the most satisfying thing, but they're not cheap. but that's better than throwing down a hamburger or something if you're really trying to watch that.
How about if I get the protein drink and then the tomahawk steak chop?
I mean, that wouldn't be that bad. You're going full on keto there with that. I mean,
full on keto, baby.
and I would say a lot of convenience stores now are really pretty good at catering to like protein heavy diets too.
Oh, good.
Where like
good.
a convenience store, you can get hard boiled eggs, or you can get like a protein pack, which is just some meat and cheese and nuts and things like that. So, I mean, I think your options are a lot better now than they were 20 years ago.
I bet you that's absolutely true. But I mean, like being in a car almost 30 hours, you're just kind of sitting there and blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden you roll in and go, you know what? I'm bored as hell. I'm going to go and have the quadruple decker sandwich with the, I just don't want to be ruining my
because you feel like you deserve it too, because you're like, I just drove 800 miles. I can't wait to, I get it.
True. What's up in your world, Pally?
Well, Judd's segment was just on. The Timberwolves announced they are going to do like a big fanfare block party type thing for Friday night's game downtown. So downtown Minneapolis is going to be the place to be on Friday night.
That's pretty damn cool.
It is cool. I think a lot of people were hoping they would have turned that around for tonight too, but I suppose since it's a weeknight, a little more hard to do that logistically. But that like some musical acts, all kinds of stuff going on. So that should be fun.
You know what I found out last year that I did not know? I went to an event at the Twin Stadium, and most of the people that work there listened to this show. It was really cool. Like all these people say, "Hey, Tommy, how you doing, man? I love your new show." That was really nice to hear.
That is nice.
Indeed. Well, one guy though, he goes, "Tommy, I got to tell you, I tuned into your new show. I really like it. I mean, I do like Sush better, but like I understand that. Sush is a good buddy of mine. That's not a problem."
Yeah, and why can't you both just like, you don't have to have a favorite. You can just both exist, right? Like
exactly.
Tom Barnard can exist. Joe Schussray can exist. It's fine.
A perfect example, by the way, of two guys who used to go at each other big time on the air, and now we're really good friends. So I think that's kind of cool.
Well, and the older you get too, you realize people get a certain amount of longevity in any field, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And where you maybe were a lot more competitive when you're younger, you realize that somebody else who's been able to do the same thing as you've done for X amount of years, that takes a certain amount of skill. And so I think you develop a respect for people who, I don't know, reach a certain level.
No question about it. It's very, very well. That's one reason I came back to Hubbard. I began my career here, and I want to end my career here, and it's because of guys like Souchere and Royce. Well, everybody. I got to be honest with you. I've met one prick in the entire company, and that didn't last very long. So
sorry, my bad.
Well, I didn't tell you you're out already. I didn't tell you you had been fired. I didn't realize that.
I'll be the prick. It's fine.
He's right here. He can hear you.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. In any case, so anything else good in the news?
No, nothing good. The tornadoes were really bad. Like I told you yesterday morning, they had a pretty good idea where the severe weather was going to be. National Weather Service put out some special warnings, and the severe weather did cause a lot of problems in southeastern Minnesota and in Iowa. Like we still don't even know the amount of people who died in the tornado in the Des Moines area. Like, but it was pretty active storm night last night. Hopefully it's going to be more quiet today. So
have you ever seen a tornado bouncing along the tarmac, as they say?
When I was working in Omaha, we would go out and storm chase because Nebraska was a lot.
Yeah.
And we were on the side of a tornado. We saw it coming down. We got out. My photographer jumped out of the back end of the car. He grabbed the camera and couldn't even really get it up to his shoulder. He kind of hip shot it, which sounds crazy, but he was able to get his camera and shoot it and get this tornado coming down. And that was the only tornado that we'd ever gotten on video because it wasn't you have got a phone now and you've got camera-mounted phone, car-mounted cameras and all kinds of stuff now that you didn't used to have. This was, 20 years ago.
Right.
And we got it back and we put it on TV and blah, 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 blah. But the next year we're at a seminar by the National Weather Service, and the National Weather Service was doing coaching with TV stations on how to properly storm chase. And they showed our video clip as the wrong thing to do. And that we were in the wrong spot. Like, they're like, whoever shot this video put themselves in danger. That tornado could have, because you're supposed to be on a certain side of them when you're chasing them.
Oh,
anyway,
okay, sure. Yeah.
So haven't made that mistake again.
Right. Did they say the certain side was just to stay at home and not go chase the tornado?
Well, we got a job to do, Tevin. Listen, we had one of those all decked out like storm chasing vehicles with all the stupid instruments and everything on it. And
Well, that's pretty cool.
It was fun. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say fun. The tornado that we caught didn't cause any damage. It didn't. I didn't mean to use the word fun. Obviously, tornadoes are devastating and kill people. But there's a thrill as far as a journalist goes of chasing storms. I'll say that.
Got to remember one time, 27th and Thomas is where the house was. I was walking over to Greg Lundine's house, my buddy Greg Lundine's house.
Yeah.
So I'm walking down West Broadway toward 27th Street, and I look in the distance, and over Robbinsdale, this tornado's going like boing, boing, boing.
Oh, God.
It's like, whoa. That was something to see. And at first I was like, what the hell is that? And then I realized, Tom, once you get in a ditch or something, that's a tornado. I mean, that was miles away from me, but I could see it on the horizon.
Well, they don't always look like, to your point, they don't always look like you expect them to look in the movies.
Right.
It's not like Wizard of Oz where it's a tightly formed cone. And
right.
So it definitely, they can look a different way, which makes them, I think, less intimidating too. You don't even realize what it is you're seeing.
I did like in Wizard of Oz, though, that you would look at the tornado and there'd be like sheep and cows going around in a circle. It's like, what? Really? I suppose they would. They just pick them up and whip them around, I guess.
Right. And that dumb movie Twister back in the day, that was just on the other day, and I watched that, and the cow in the storm, and so corny.
But just wait a minute. The fact that she strapped her 1/4-inch belt to a 3/4-inch pipe, I'm sure that would have held her down.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Whatever. It's a good movie. Rest in peace, Bill Pullman.
Oh, I like Bill Pullman a lot. He was very good. No question about it. All right, Pally, another big report. We've learned everything there is to learn from you today.
Yes, we have. Are you, since you're traveling on Friday, are we off Friday?
Yes. Nobody told you that?
Oh, yeah. I got an extra 10 minutes.
Getting rid of Tom. I'm really happy.
No,
yeah,
I'm
they
sorry I
decided
won't
to
be able to be here.
Oh, nice try. God, really convincing. No, I mean, part of that has to do with the fact that, Alex is, I don't know when Dr. Rasmussen's funeral is, but, Andy just got out of the hospital, and Catherine and I are traveling.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we need a few days off anyway. Even if it wasn't a holiday coming up Monday, we do need a couple of days off, no question.
Oh, I forgot about Monday being a holiday, too. Whoa. Whoa.
You got a 4-day weekend, brother.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I'll still be here, but
take the day off.
All right. Well, get the hell out of here. Take it easy. Goodbye. Channel 5's Chris Egert is brought to you by Mr. Money Talk. Josh Arnold. Call Josh today for your free 48-minute evaluation. 952-925-5608. No question about it. We got to take a break here. We'll be right back in a couple of minutes. I got to check out this. I got to read one line to the two of you and figure out. Let's see if the three of us can figure out what the hell they're talking about, okay?
Okay.
Minnesota business owners pay too much in taxes. You know that. You don't have to take my word for it either. The Tax Foundation has just released its state business tax climate index, and Minnesota is near the bottom, which is not good. with the 45th worst tax climate in the United States. That's just wonderful. When you expand or relocate your business to Sioux Falls, you'll be basking in the second best tax climate in the nation. That's just one reason why no matter what size business you own, you can increase your profits in Sioux Falls. We've got the proof at SiouxFallsDevelopment.com. In Sioux Falls are safe streets, award-winning schools, short commutes, vibrant, growing downtown, and pro-business attitude are all attractive reasons to make your move. And we've got a motivated workforce that's ready to help your business grow, and that's very, very important. You know that. Escape the high taxes in Minnesota by planning your expansion or relocation to Sioux Falls. 2024 is the time to make your move to Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Check out SiouxFallsDevelopment.com.
The past several years have been the craziest in the history of the car business. The pandemic, supply chain, and chip issues all causing extreme inventory shortages that led to, well, predatory pricing. Some dealers charge thousands of dollars over MSRP.
We never played that game. I'm Jim Paul of Valley Buick GMC. We knew that would leave a bad taste in a customer's mouth. More importantly, from an integrity standpoint, it was just wrong.
So what about the current market? You know, inventory and pricing.
Valley has their best inventory in years. Really all the Buick and GMC models. Even the previously hard-to-find Yukons, HD pickups, and Hummer EVs. Plenty of deep discounts. Many with factory rebates and low-interest financing.
Then it's a good time to buy?
It's a great time. We're welcoming our previous customers back, as well as anyone else that felt the treatment just didn't feel right the last time somewhere else.
Valley Buick GMC in Apple Valley and Hastings or valleycardealers.com. Car buying without the bad aftertaste.
Let's take a second to talk about my bank, North American Banking Company. If you own a business or are thinking about starting one, make sure to check out my friends at North American Banking Company. Very, very easy people to work with. When your business is looking to capitalize on an opportunity or solve a problem, turn to their experts because they're locally owned and operated. Loan decisions are made here in the Twin Cities. They're not shipped out of state. That's very important. This helps business owners expand with confidence. It does. So if you're looking for a better banking experience, why not bank with my friends at North American Banking Company? Go to nabankco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You're listening to the Tom Barnard Podcast.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Little news, little information, all kinds of good stuff, apparently. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And Tom, we've got some good news and some bad news for you.
Bad news first.
Okay. So the listeners have chimed in.
You're fired.
Thank you. Thank you, Jill, Michael, Jim. It looks like Pete as well. Itasca State Park is what they think is potentially where you're going to be going for that.
I'm sure that's right. Yeah.
And it's 224 miles away from Minneapolis here. So that's the bad news. But the good news is they've also chimed in with some things that you can eat while on the road.
Marvelous.
So we've got some of those for you as well. Eric jokes that you could eat prunes and drink water. But otherwise, they're saying the Fairlife protein drinks are a good choice.
Okay.
Muscle milk, peeled oranges, grapes, apples, fruits, and stuff like that.
Remember to peel the oranges. I've made that mistake before. It's not.
Yeah, don't just.
You don't like the rind?
No.
Is that a rind or what is it? It's a peel, not a rind.
It doesn't go down as easily as like an apple skin.
No, I could see that. Yes, I could see
that. But yeah, so it looks like from everybody, they're saying the fruits are the way to go, and then you can stop and get, a steak or a chicken to balance everything out.
I wish I could eat like chicken wings, man. Cooked chicken wings are good, but they deep fry those, don't they?
Yeah, most of the time even if they're not breaded, they deep fry them.
Yeah.
Damn it! All things good are deep fried.
Right, they're pretty much.
Well, thank you very much. That's very nice of everybody. What was the first part? Was that nice too? I forgot.
Oh no, the 224 miles to Itasca State Park is definitely not the nice.
It's about 5 hours then, because you're going to have to stop on time or two to pee or something.
Yeah, and they even mentioned that as well. They said for you to add on a couple extra, like an extra hour for your stops and any bathroom breaks.
So I get to ride in a car for 3 days, and 1 week later I get to ride in a car for another 5-6 hours, going up. And another 5-6 hours. I'm going to be in a car a lot in the next 10 days, man. That's about 20 days, about 3 weeks, I guess. I think it's the 10th of June. That's when Scott's thing is. But no, it's a hell of an honor. I like joking around about it, but it is a hell of an honor to be asked to do something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, here's a headline. I've not read the story yet. That's one thing I do like about the complete sheet is they give you these headlines to kind of reel you in.
Yep.
So I don't ever pre-read the story because it could be good or it could be just, dim-witted. Who knows?
Yeah.
What's something? Well, now wait a minute. This could be filthy. What's something you do in a hotel room that you never do at home?
Uh-oh.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, this could be bad. But also, it's probably just going to be bad.
Yeah.
You think it's just bad automatically? Yep. All right, I'll click on it, see what the hell it's all about. Going on a trip this summer, a poll found 61% of us will stay in a hotel. Everyone else at an Airbnb or with family. Someone asked people to name things you do in a hotel room that you would never do at home. I don't want to think about this. Do you?
No, I mean, because we already know that hotels are not the cleanest places and people do some disgusting stuff. But let's pull the veil back and see.
I told you again, man. Kansas City, Missouri. I go into the hotel, pull the sheet back, hop into bed. My foot hits something. My left foot hits something in between the sheet and the quilt. I fold her back. It's a copy of Hustler magazine. So they obviously didn't change the sheets or they would have found the Hustler magazine. Now, what else did he leave but the Hustler magazine?
Yeah.
Yep.
Was there a deposit anywhere?
Why are the pages sticking together?
Exactly.
Why did I hear a crunch sound when I laid on the bed?
Oh, God, I'll never forget. I peel it back and they go, no problem. I'm sure it's just a copy of the Post magazine. That's what no, it was Hustler. Okay. Remember Jay Leno's joke about that?
I do not.
No.
You ever notice this, ladies and gentlemen? You open up Playboy and you go, oh, that's really pretty. That's a good-looking woman right there. Then you open up a copy of Penthouse, and you look at it and go, well, that's a little graphic, but I guess, it's a pretty woman and all the rest of it. It's a little graphic for me, but whatever. And then you open up a Hustler magazine and go, I don't have any idea what the hell that is. Leno could be very funny, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. He's an all-time great.
Very, very good. No question about it. Okay, so going on a trip this summer, a poll found that 61% of us will stay in a hotel, everyone else at an Airbnb or with family. Someone asked people to name things you do in a hotel room you would never do at home, and here are the highlights. I should probably start at the bottom with number 10. Well, sorry, but number 10 is something that I've done.
Uh-oh.
Wash down $16 cashews with a $12 beer. $28 for cashews and beer. Number 9, look at the smoke detector and wonder if there's a hidden camera in there. Well, there usually is, isn't there?
I don't know. You see posts all the time where people are like, you gotta, like, they sell little beeper things that you can scan your room now, and apparently it's a big thing. But whatever.
So nobody's watching you sleep or read Hustler magazine.
Yeah,
that's probably a good thing.
Read.
Yeah, read. You said read, Tom. That's funny. Read. It's a good point. Really long showers. A lot of people say they do it for some reason. No, I take shorter showers at hotels. I like the home shower is great because it's your shower.
Mm-hmm.
No, I take shorter showers at hotels, not longer ones. That's weird. Use a towel as a bath mat. Yes, I have done that, but I've done that at home too. Mm-hmm. So what the hell's the difference? Oh, here we go. This is bullshit, if you know what I mean. Read the Bible, because a lot of hotels still have them in the nightstand. You don't read the Bible, you liar.
No.
Do they still have Bibles in nightstands? I don't even know.
I feel like in like small town motels, maybe, but if you go to like a major-ish city, like a somewhat decent-sized city, or even like a DoubleTree on the like in the suburbs outside of a major city, that's just not a thing anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like they've removed that.
Yeah, I don't think like the Four Seasons is putting a Bible in every nightstand, but probably depending on what part of the country you're in, you'll get them still.
I do remember traveling for Capital back in the day. They're right that all the major cities, every hotel, including in New York, had Bibles in the nightstand. I do remember that, but that was 40 years ago, for God's sake. Mm-hmm. I mean, I am not offended. I'm not a Bible reader myself or whatever, but I wouldn't be offended by that. You want to put the Quran in there? Good for you.
Right.
I don't care, right?
Yeah.
Makes you feel better. I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
Unless it says at the back, and kill Tom. Yeah, then let's not don't put that part in there. Okay. That work for you?
Just censor it.
Something like that anyway. In any case, ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to fill an entire bucket with ice when you only need 4 cubes. Guilty.
Yeah,
100% guilty. Yep.
Yes, absolutely.
How would I know if I only need 4 cubes anyway?
Half the time, I don't even need ice. It's just like you feel like you
I got to get it anyway.
Yeah.
I have a bucket of ice, honey. For what? I don't know, but I've got it. This is another thing I've never done. Eating a full dinner in bed at a hotel. Never.
No.
Yeah, I'm usually like the order a pizza guy, and yeah, definitely eat it in bed.
Oh, that's different.
Yep.
Okay, yeah,
we'll take that.
Mm-hmm.
No question. Number 3, blast the AC until it's 58 degrees. I have no interest in being in a 58-degree room myself. You do, really?
That's me. I do that at home though too. Like I can sleep like a baby when it's freezing cold.
That's a little chilly, man. That's
Yeah.
all I have to say. Number 2, watch cable TV because so many of us just stream at home now. I don't even have cable TV. Well, that's not true. In Florida, I do. In Minnesota, I do not. Do you have cable?
Nope. Straight streaming for me.
Yeah.
That's it. Wear a robe and slippers. It seems like a wasted opportunity if you don't. I got to put on this robe, otherwise I'm wasting my time. No, I've never put on the slippers or the robe in a hotel room.
Nope.
I'm surprised that I'm surprised that like ransacking the room afterwards, like grab that ball of lotion, grab the shampoo, the soap and stuff that's complimentary. I take that all the time. I'm surprised I didn't make this list. I don't go to my buddy's house and steal all his shampoo. Like,
well,
take it from the Holiday Inn though. Absolutely.
Good point. Just I'd steal from the Holiday Inn. I got no problem with that at all. Some people get a little crazy with the customizations when ordering delivery, but no one has done anything this extreme. Some guy named Greg went viral for placing a very strange order from McDonald's on Saturday. I didn't even know that McDonald's, what do they got, like Cash Cab or what the hell are those things called?
Yeah, like a DoorDash or
DoorDash. There you go. So you can get McDonald's at DoorDash?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can pretty much get anything.
I suppose that's true, but how tired or lazy do you have to be to order delivery of something you don't even have to get out of the car to pick up?
You'd be surprised, Tom. I was working at a place once where across the parking lot you could see McDonald's, and somebody DoorDashed McDonald's to our place of employment, and we watched the delivery driver pull in through the
drive over the half a block.
Yes,
I had a roommate in college, my sophomore year. We lived in a house that, like, kind of what you're talking about, walkable distance to a McDonald's, walkable distance. And this guy who only made it 1 year with us, he DoorDashed McDonald's. The same thing. It was just like the guy handed him his food, and you could hear him as we're sitting in like the main area. He's like, "Really?
Really?
Sure?
You doing that? Are you?" Okay, so some guy named Greg went viral for placing a very strange order from McDonald's on Saturday through a delivery service. Okay, here you go. You got to follow this now. You ready?
Yeah.
He ordered a triple cheeseburger, but had everything removed. So no ketchup, no mustard, no pickle, no onions, no cheese, no bun, and no meat.
So we got 3 patties?
No, because there's no meat.
No meat. There's no meat either.
He just got an empty box?
He just wanted to see what happened. Oh, so he's just being a prick.
Two things. Do they sell triple cheeseburgers at McDonald's now? I
have no idea.
I don't think so. I know Burger King used to.
Maybe he got like a double and then added a patty, but then requested no meat. This is confusing.
Hold on, can you read that again? Because I'm trying to figure out what he actually got.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, it doesn't look that great, to be honest with you. What the hell are you doing? What? I got to scroll up here.
All right.
He ordered a triple cheeseburger, but had everything removed. So no ketchup, no mustard, no pickle, no onions, no cheese, no bun, no meat. He said he did it just to see what happened. When the driver got to the restaurant, he texted Greg saying, "Cheeseburger with everything removed, including the bun and the meat. So you're going to get an empty box. Are you cool with that?" Greg said, "Yeah, perfect, thank you." And believe it or not, the order was still wrong.
They put lettuce in the box.
Oh, I bet they did. You know what? That's a good guess.
I bet that's what it is.
When Greg opened the bag, which was sealed for freshness, there was just an empty box in there, a box for Deluxe McCrispy. He said, I ordered a triple cheeseburger, not a McCrispy. Anyway, Greg paid $20 for a nothing burger.
Okay. I think I hate Greg.
Yeah, I hope he tipped the driver.
Yeah, I would hope he tipped the driver. It's not the driver's fault that you're a douche, right?
Yeah. Right.
Oh, God, look at Jude peeking in the window. Mom must be gone because Judy's looking in the window.
There he is.
I just love it. When I walk in and he starts growling at me. It's like, yeah, I'm here to threaten your mom. Okay, what the hell's wrong with you? So, yeah, Greg paid $20 for his nothing burger and got the triple cheeseburger, by the way, is $5.39 with everything removed. There was a $3 service fee, 42 cents in tax, and he tipped the driver $11. So it cost him $20.
I think I still hate Greg, but he's not a total piece of trash.
There you go. Well, that's a nice way to look at it. You're not a total turd.
Yeah.
Right.
You were close.
Yeah.
We'll take a break, be right back. More news right after this. Mike Lindell and MyPillow employees want to thank my listeners for all your continued support. Thank you. They're having an overstock clearance and new product sale right now for the best prices ever. When you use promo code TOM, you get free shipping on your entire order. You get 50% off the MyPillow 2.0. Also get 50% off the brand new flannel sheets that just arrived and won't last long. 6-pack towel sets for only $29.98. And take advantage of the free shipping on larger items such as mattresses and mattress toppers. 100% made in the USA, on sale for as low as $99.99. Everything is on sale, from the brand new kitchen towels that have the same technology as the bath towels that actually absorb dog beds, blankets, couch pillows, and so much more. To get the best specials ever, go to mypillow.com or call 800-516-5146. Use promo code TOM, and you can get free shipping on your entire order. So call 800-516-5146. Go to mypillow.com and use promo code TOM.
Is that text you're sending so important that you missed your turn? Is that text you're sending so important that you ran the red light? Is that text you're sending so important you didn't see the ball coming onto the road or the child that followed? Hi, I'm Mike Bryant from Bradshaw and Bryant. When you take your eyes off the road for even 4 seconds, your vehicle travels 100 yards. That's the entire length of a football field. If you absolutely have to text, you need to pull off the road somewhere safe and do it from there. Texting and driving is against the law and can cause serious injury or even death to you and others. Now that is important. We hope you're never injured in a collision, but if you are, please contact us.
Find Bradshaw and Bryant, personal injury attorneys at minnesotapersonalinjury.com.
Going farther with Mike Bryant on your side, seeking justice for the injured. Bradshaw and Bryant.
In addition to having the best selection in town, K&L Surplus and Ammo also can help you sell your firearms safely and worry-free. Very, very important. You've inherited a collection of firearms from a loved one, don't know what to do with them, or if you have guns you're no longer using, call Jim at K&L Surplus and Ammo. Jim can help you sell those firearms safely and through consignment and auction. I know Jim. He's an extremely knowledgeable guy, great guy too. Will help you get top dollar, which is very important, of course. He will help you explore all the options and take the work and stress off of your shoulders. K&L Surplus and Ammo is on Lake Drive in Lina Lakes and open Tuesday through Saturday. You can also visit them online at www.klgunstore.com.
You're listening to the Tom Barnard Podcast.
There you have it. I just saw a headline, but I don't know. I saw this headline. I have no idea what this is all about, and I don't know if I want to read it or not. Apparently, CNN interviewed Cameron about Diddy, and it went bad really fast. You know anything about this, Tevin, with that smile?
Yeah, so it's Cameron.
Oh, it's Cameron.
How you officially pronounce it. But yeah, so essentially...
So Cameron is bad. Cameron.
I mean, I don't want to disrespect Cameron. He's an old, whatever. But anyway, he's got a podcast now. He's a former rapper, I guess still a rapper, but does a sports podcast with another guy. But yes, he got invited to do CNN. They talked about Diddy. I haven't seen the clip, but apparently he went a little off the rails because they were pressing him on some questions about Diddy.
It says here, CNN tried to interview Cameron about Diddy, and it went bad fast. He was more interested in plugging his sex supplement, Pink Horsepower, and his new YouTube show. Listen as he drinks. Oh, can I play this, or is it going to be F this and F that? I don't know.
I mean, CNN should bleep it out, so I think it should be fine. But yeah,
I want to know what
Cameron. Shame on CNN for like they should have known what they were getting into. Like they should have known.
I want to know what pink horsepower does.
Pink horsepower.
Yeah.
And what?
Well, and the reason it's pink is because he was famous for back in like the early 90s. He wore a full pink, like fuzzy jacket suit get up thing.
Oh,
and
he
so
did. Okay.
that, like pink is his like tough guys wear pink. He was like a part of that whole thing.
Okay, it says here, listen as he drinks the supplement and then asks who set him up for the interview. Abby Phillip quickly wraps up the interview on CNN. Of note, this happened about 2 minutes into the interview. It would be over a minute and a half later. This clip is clean to play. It says that the source video has profanity, but there is a clip. Now, I want to make sure I get, where the hell's the clip? You just clip on and says this clip is clean to play, or?
Yeah, there should be a link. AJ, do you have the complete sheet in there where you're able to?
I'm looking to pull it up here,
Okay.
and I could probably just play it off.
Yeah, it says in queue, out queue, 49 seconds long.
And Cameron's losing it because on his YouTube show, it's called "It Is What It Is," and it's a kind of just a culture and sports show. But he's been under some fire because he recently had strippers that will come on his show for like the after party, and it essentially has turned into just a bit. It's almost unwatchable now. But yeah, so he's in a lot of hot water, and then the CNN interview doesn't help him.
All right, I think I have it. The audio here.
All right,
let's go. Well,
is there something known in the industry about how Diddy treated his artists?
So I'm going to do some cheeks after this horsepower joint. I can't really tell you how Puff moves or anything like that. Mace may know better than me because he was signed to Puff. I wasn't. But my show does come on at 8 a.m. Eastern on YouTube. It's called It Is What It Is. Y'all make sure y'all check it out.
What about the industry in general? I mean, so many people have pointed out that Diddy couldn't get away with this stuff if there weren't a lot of people protecting him.
Who the talent agent for this joint? Like, you think I'll be sitting around watching what Diddy do and all this? I didn't know this was a Diddy joint that y'all invited me to. Yo, who booked me for this joint?
All right.
Wow, and I'll be sitting around watching Diddy and all that. Yeah,
thanks.
Man, come on, man.
Thanks for joining us. Thank you for your time tonight.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Jesus, what a weird thing.
Yeah, and I mean, what did you think you were getting booked for? They didn't. This wasn't for you to come on and talk about your. It is what it is. This is CNN. Of course, they were going to talk about Diddy. Like he was relevant in the music industry the same time Diddy was.
I just love getting asked a serious question.
Yeah.
And then glugging down your PhD, your pink horsepower, and saying, quote, sorry, I'm getting some cheeks after this.
Jesus.
And you can hear the gulps. In the
glug.
Can I play one more time?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes.
Industry about how Diddy treated his artists.
So I'm going to get some cheeks after this.
Like we're live, sir.
What does he mean by cheeks? What does he mean by that?
He's gonna have some intercourse, Tom.
Yes. Oh, cheeks. I mean from he's gonna back it into the garage.
That's yes.
Okay. There you go.
My favorite note that they have here is that this happened 2 minutes into the interview. It would be over about a half a minute later.
Yeah.
Yes.
He just said, you know what? And he chose to do that. He had to have known because his people had to have told him, like, yeah, they're going to talk to you about Diddy. They don't just randomly book guests, and we'll just see where the conversation takes us on CNN.
God, there's some great stories this morning. It says, how many times did this reporter say fire in a stupid news report? What? What the hell would that be all about? Was there a big fire somewhere yesterday?
I don't know, but I know that there are that's kind of been a trend in newscasts where they're like, hey, we're going to work in lyrics to a song, or we're going to see how many times we can say certain words in our broadcast. Little Easter eggs.
I like it. Works for me.
I've got that audio here. Do you want to see how many times he says fire?
you want me to read the intro first?
Yeah,
we don't not need it. Okay, we have it.
Yeah.
A firefighter in Detroit was arrested after he assaulted another firefighter at the scene of a fire while they were fighting it. We also noticed that the reporter telling the story used the word fire a crazy amount of times. Here's AJ with the audio.
Detroit firefighters, known as some of the best in the business at fighting fires, not fighting each other while also fighting fires. Detroit fire crews arrived quickly to a significant fire inside this home, and the firefighters got right to work. Something went wrong with a firefighter who comes from a Detroit firefighter family, where he allegedly assaulted a fellow firefighter as they're fighting the fire, to the point where the chief on the fire scene had to call Detroit police for help. We are told in his fire gear and all, officers arrested that firefighter and took him to the Detroit Detention Center.
13.
I heard 13. I feel like there's a couple pretty forced ones in there, but wow.
Yeah, that's true. Fire. Yeah, the reporter used the word fire 13 times in 30 seconds. Is that good? Let's call Chris Egert back. How many times can you say fire in 30 seconds and make it sound pertinent?
Yeah, or we should just give Chris like a word of the day.
That he has to work
Yeah,
in.
he has to work into the broadcast.
I like it. I like that. Like, what would a great word be?
I'd be cool with him just telling a viewer to suck it again. That'd be
suck it.
What was he meant? What did he mean to say there?
Her name was like Sukut, or
so he said suck it.
But it was like it was spelt like suck it, but it was pronounced like Sukit or something like that.
Yeah, I didn't see that in the pre-read. Is that?
That's very true, actually. I did not see that coming.
You catch that one in the pre-read.
God, that's what he says. All right, we'll take a break. Be right back. KB2, Kristyn Burtt is up next.
I'm here talking with my friends Michael Bilski and Brad Huckle of North American Banking Company. Guys, it seems like banking has changed quite a bit since you first opened your doors in 1998.
Yes and no. In 98, we didn't have online and mobile banking like we do today. Many banking processes have also changed. One thing that hasn't changed is we still provide a true community bank experience right here in the Twin Cities.
Our team takes the time to get to know our customers and their goals. This creates a relationship that is unique in banking today and one our customers appreciate. It's why we like to say, we provide a better banking experience.
You're absolutely right, Brad. I've been a customer for a long time. The service your team provides is phenomenal.
Thanks, Tommy.
So why not bank with my banker, North American Banking Company, a better banking experience, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
I've been tracking the weather in Minnesota for a long time. I'm 5 Eyewitness News Chief Meteorologist Ken Barlow. And in the morning, I've got to be right because my forecast affects your family's entire day. And in the evening, you can count on my friend, Ren.
That's right, Ken. I'm 5 Eyewitness News evening meteorologist Ren Claire. And as a Minnesotan, I know our weather can be tricky. Throughout the day and into the night, I've got you covered with an accurate forecast to help keep your family safe and ready for any weather.
And don't forget, no matter how things change or what time of day, you'll always get our forecast first at the start of every newscast on 5 Eyewitness News. Start your day with me, Ken Barlow.
And wrap up your day with me, Ren Claire.
Because 5 Eyewitness News is always tracking our weather. So you're always alerted first. It's why 5 Eyewitness News is Minnesota's weather authority.
The new Tom Barnard Show is proud to have partners like Bradshaw & Bryant, MyPillow, and North American Banking Company founder, chairman, and president, Mike Bilski.
I've advertised on Tom's show for years, and the reason is simple. My business is recognized because of the ads, and that recognition has created growth. What business doesn't want to grow? I highly recommend the Tom Barnard Morning Show for your advertising.
Grow results for your business by partnering with the Tom Barnard Show. Visit TomBarnardShow.com, keyword partner. This is the Tom Barnard Podcast.
You horn tootin', but this is the Kristyn Burtt part. Kristyn Burtt part 15 or some part. What do you think?
I think I've done more than 15 segments at this point.
I just mean this morning. 15 reports this morning already. Busy as a bee.
buzzing around. Yes, trying to get everything done.
Buzzing around. All right, I need, because you still travel a lot?
Not as much as I used to for work, but it's starting to kick back up.
Because I want to know, because I'm getting in a car right after the family show tomorrow, and we're driving a total of almost 30 hours. And like I said, I have breakfast and lunch because they're bars, what I have, the breakfast bar and the lunch bar. But I want to find out some things that I can eat on the road that aren't full of salt and sugar and all that other stuff.
You got to pack your own snacks.
Is that what you got to do? I got to eat snacks for 3 days?
Well, no, but you can get, I would say, do you have like a cooler or something and start out with at least a couple of decent meals and put them in the cooler, and then also have healthy snacks so that when you're stopping at the rest stop, you're not like, oh, potato chips. Oh,
look.
Hostess cupcake.
Oh, look, a can of Crisco. Thank you very much. You guys even know what Crisco is, do you? The two young guys.
Crisco? Isn't that like the essentially it's like lard?
Yeah, you'd put it in like a pan to like grill up some chicken or something.
Yeah,
like
you use it in baking.
Yeah.
No, I was talking about the guy on KS95.
Oh,
Crisco.
Yeah.
No, I was not.
Okay. Used to be on KDWB back in the day.
What's that? I see Crisco every day.
Yeah.
Do they still do like KDWB?
Channel 63.
I think so.
That was a very old jingle.
Yeah. Well, when I lived there, they still did it. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I never remember that, which is so funny.
I don't listen to anything non-Hubbard related, so
Oh,
I can't really comment.
Yeah, exactly. We don't know anything about that stuff, but
You're like, nope.
You know how you say that? You go, I only listen to winners. Oh, here comes Judy. Jude must have heard
He'll
that
be here for
Kristyn
5
Burtt's on.
seconds. Because, the second Catherine walks away,
Mhm.
she's going to be by the door.
Well, she has to leave. So
Oh.
it ain't going to be pretty. That's why she leaves when there's only like 11 minutes left in the show, because if he starts pissing and moaning, I have to release him. Release the hound. Oh, look at, I wish I had a camera I could show you. He's just staring at the door.
He misses his mom. It's his girlfriend.
Where'd mom go? Oh, he hates. And then he looks at me like, what did you do?
Right.
It's like it's always my fault that she's gone.
It is your fault. Like, I text you guys, wait, I texted Tom late yesterday, and based off of our conversation, I got a pitch from a publicist about condiments. And it was like, move over, Mayo. Here are all the condiments you can have this summer.
What?
I sent it to you. I screenshot it and sent it to you.
Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying.
He's like, what? Like, you did not read it.
I got a rather busy day. I don't know if you know this or not, but I got a few things going on. You know what I mean?
So you address my text, but you don't actually read it.
I did read the text, but that wasn't when I responded about taking over Marlon Brando's duties.
No, that was on
earlier.
Facebook. I actually texted
Well, that
you.
was
Did you
Facebook.
answer, or was it somebody else who answered my text yesterday? Did Catherine answer?
Yeah, he's got people that take care of
I
him.
have a feeling that he didn't answer it at all because
All right, now here we go. You guys yammer among yourselves while I'm looking this up now. Yeah, listen to you stabbing
I
me
actually
right in the back.
texted you on the phone, not Facebook.
It says it always is Uncle Tommy's fault. Yeah,
Right, but did you see this?
I wrote that. First of all, didn't you notice I capitalized always?
I'm just making sure that you read the actual screenshotted email that I sent you.
I got a condiment pitch from a publicist after the show today. What's a condiment pitch? What is that?
It literally is a condiment. We talked about condiments yesterday.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
oh, yeah.
Literally an hour later, a condiment pitch shows up in my.
What?
There's some sort of, I don't even know what the brand was, but they're pitching like a brand of condiments. So there you go. People are listening.
So a condiment is what, like paprika? Is that a condiment?
Like mustard, ranch,
Ketchup.
ketchup.
Oh, it's the liquid stuff.
Yeah, like anything you would put on like a burger or a sandwich, I feel like to.
And literally the title was Move Over Mayo, which I thought was funny.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. You were talking about how much.
A hater of mayo.
2 inches
I'm
of
a
mayo.
mayo hater. Hater.
I'm a hater. It's unbelievable.
Hater. All right. Tevin brought up a Netflix documentary that is coming up May 29th. And he's like, do you have any insight? And it's called Dancing for the Devil.
What?
It's 7M Cult. And I said, Oh, I gotcha. Because not only do I know about this dance cult here in Hollywood, I
Ooh.
have friends who are in it.
And this is like a legit cult that's not a fake religion. We can call them a cult.
We can call them a cult. I mean, they operate under the guise of like, we are a church, and but they are not. And the church is called the Shekinah Church. Sounds
Shekinah?
legit. Shekinah. Robert Shin is the pastor. And I'm not even going to use allegedly on any of this because I have friends who are in it and I have friends who have come out of it. For those of you during the pandemic, and I know a lot of you have seen this, you've seen like these two couples, and they're often dancing kind of like disco, and they're on TikTok and they're extremely popular. This came out through the pandemic and they became like superstars making tons of money. Of course, 7M not only operates as a church, it's also operating as a management company. And Robert Shin is taking all of the money of the dancers that they're making on TikTok and brand deals and even working legitimately in TV and films. A couple of them danced at the Oscars this year. He's basically taking all of their money under the guise of like, you are doing this for God and everything else, but you are also cut off from your family and friends.
Why?
Because you need to service God.
Oh, I can't have a brother or two and still serve God?
Nope, you can't. You can't. And this came to light actually probably at the height of the pandemic because they became famous. And then the parents of one of the dancers, her name at the time was Miranda Wilking. She's now married, so her name is Miranda Derricks. They just went public and they were like, our daughters, we're trying to save her. She's been cut off from us. We're concerned about her safety and everything else. And it just became like a huge public debacle. And that's why Chrissy Teigen, who is the producer on this, came forward and started doing the Dance Cult documentary that now has landed on Netflix.
Yep.
So a couple of my friends, and these are their dance names, just so you guys know, but one of them's name is Concrete. He used to dance with a guy named B-Dash, and B-Dash and Concrete were on World of Dance together. They sucked up into the cult. B-Dash is now married to Miranda because the pastor was like marrying people off together, like he wanted people partnered up. Yeah, it gets like really creepy. And it is one of those situations. Another person some of you may know is Vic White. He was on So You Think You Can Dance. I mean, these are well-known dancers who have had very high-profile careers on TV, and they've been sucked in. Concrete is out. Vic is still in. B-Dash and Miranda are still in. And you will see the story of the Derrick family trying to get their daughter out. And the one thing I know about cults, because we've had to deal with a family member who, on my husband's side, who is in a cult, we, talked to a cult or like a deprogramming therapist. Mm-hmm. And they said the only way to get someone out is if they acknowledge that they need help, but they also then need to go to a very strict sort of deprogramming rehab situation for about 6 months because it takes that long to deprogram the brain.
I have a question for you. Was I the most perceptive third grader in the history of the world? Because I got in a lot of trouble, I remember, when the priest came in because we had to go to confession before we could go to communion, right? Mm-hmm. So you go to confession first, and then you go to your first communion. And the priest was in there talking about, you have to understand something. The first time you go in the confessional, you have to have an understanding that you're not talking to me. You're talking through me to God. And I looked at my friend Chucky and I said, no, you're not. Oh my God, did I get in trouble for that? So how could a third grader see this, but full grown adults can't?
Well, I think for some of and this is kind of interesting too. During the pandemic, a lot of people got swept up into cults.
Oh,
the
really?
world was yes. QAnon would be a really good example of that, which is a political cult. Mm-hmm. And that's where we've dealt with a family member who has really fallen down the rabbit hole. And it's one of those situations. The world is chaotic. You don't know what's going on. You're seeking, you may have your own things going on, internally, and you're seeking guidance and help. Some people may go down to the Catholic Church, or they may go to their temple to seek guidance. Some people may go to a therapist. Some people may seek out help from family and friends. But other people get caught up in the wave. And a lot of these cults offer self-help courses, and that's how they get you, which is how we've talked about Scientology. Some of their self-help courses are what get people started in the Church of Scientology.
Yeah, I mean, look, you live your life, I'll live my life, and all the rest of it. I have never understood why some guy puts on a robe and all of a sudden he's an expert. It's like, what? That makes no sense to me at all.
I do it at my house sometimes. Nobody listens to me.
That's because nobody will come and visit you. That's the
My
problem.
pink robe is really cute. Do you guys want to hear my sermon?
I got a sermon for you.
Yeah.
No question about it. Look, I don't. Well, it's like that kicker for the Kansas City Chiefs. Everybody's pissed off at him. The guy is an ardent Catholic. Whatever. He was at a Catholic school that he went to. They were talking about Catholicism. He's deep into the Catholic religion. He wasn't trying to change anyone's religion. They're all Catholic.
But Tom, I think it's important to note when we talk about Harrison Butker, he is part of an offshoot of the Catholic Church that is at war with the Pope.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Cool.
So they have swung so far kind of almost extremist that is why a lot of people are up in arms. It's very different. Yeah. And that's really important.
Reported.
There's an actual name for it. I don't know the actual name of kind of like the sect of the Catholic Church that Harrison Butker belongs to.
It's called Find the Pope into the Pizza.
But they're very upset at the Pope because the current Pope is probably the most progressive Pope we have ever seen.
Yeah, that's true.
And they don't agree with that. And I think that it is
the Knights of Columbus? The Knights of Columbus? Is that the...
No.
It's not the Knights. That's an organization.
That's
the Knights of Columbus.
That's like a club. That's like a club.
Yeah, that's like a club, exactly.
But I think that the point is that Harrison Butker has the right, and his family has the right to live the life that they want, raise their family the way they want. I don't think a lot of people wanted to hear it at a graduation speech, at a commencement speech.
Well,
and I think that that's a fair assessment.
I don't go to them at all because I don't want to hear any of that bullshit. So it all works
Graduations
for me.
are long. Oftentimes they're very boring too.
Yep.
Unless you're like mine. Mine was one of the last ones. NYU's graduation now is at Yankee Stadium. But back in the day, it was still in Washington Square Park. And it was just like this crazy, like parents and students, just the whole university, like 30,000 people just descended upon the park, and then they randomly set up a stage, and Darth Vader was my speaker. So there you go, James Earl Jones.
Ooh, there you go.
Oh, very cool.
That was fun.
Oh, he's a great guy anyway. I haven't talked to him in a few years now. It's been longer than that, I guess, but really nice man.
So nice. I think I spoke with him, I'm going to say it was about 8 years ago now. It's been a while.
Do you know that he didn't talk for years because he had a stutter? Did you know that?
Well, he's an incredible orator now.
Yes, he is. You can look it up. When he was a kid, he stuttered and didn't talk for like 3 years. And then when he talked again, he didn't stutter anymore. That's a damn good story, isn't it?
It is.
That's very cool. But yeah, the only problem is talking to him is like, so James, what's going on? Well, everything's looking it's like, Jesus.
His voice is so deep.
It is. It's unbelievable. It's very good.
And he's like, if you're looking for like a quick, fast, speedy soundbite, it's not coming from James Earl Jones. You're getting like a long, lengthy answer.
That's very true. Very, very true. I don't know. Here's what I don't understand. If I don't agree with your 100% of your politics, you hate me. Why? I mean, I know Democrats, I know Republicans, I know people that don't have any politics whatsoever. I'm fine with all of it. You believe what you and I have different lives. You believe what you believe because it fits your life. Maybe it doesn't fit my life. Why do you have to hate me because it doesn't fit my life?
Well, the problem is, and this is just a sweeping generalization, but within each party, there are 3 or 4 different splits within that. So, you know, and I think that that's why we can't just say, oh, okay, you're a Democrat, you're a Republican. Let's just debate this easy topic, because there's fractures within each party. So I think it's the same thing like we were just talking about with Harrison Butker. Like there's fractures within the religion itself. And Mormonism also has its own fractures. I'm sure other I'm just thinking off the top of my head what I know that has those splits where people really disagree and there's infighting instead of collectively agreeing about the beliefs and the mission.
I just really wish we wouldn't be using our court system. I'm not just talking about the Trump deal. There are about 5 of them going on right now where we are using our legal system to harm people. That's not what it's for. Unless you committed a crime, then you should do something about that. But we don't need to be using our criminal system to punish people you disagree with. That makes no sense to me. And they're both doing it. Both parties, I mean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why?
It's going to continue because they can, and because everyone is on opposite sides and everyone wants to win at any cost. And I think we've just lost
Even
sight.
cheating.
Yeah, but I mean, we've lost sight of just helping the people. I mean, Congress is for it's just you vote someone in, and you're like, yay, and then 5 minutes later, they're voting against your interests, and you're like, collectively, doesn't matter what party you're a part of. They've just voted against the betterment of the collective group, that type of thing. So
I just really wish they wouldn't be using our wonderful system of government in America, which is not as wonderful as it used to be because people use it now to harm other people. I do not like that at all.
Yeah.
It's for the greater good. It's to help people, not hurt them. Right?
That's right. But, I'm here to talk entertainment and
I'm
hopefully bring joy to people instead of...
You never bring joy. That's a fallacy, 100%. No,
it's a lie.
I just get these situations where these things pop in my head because it's like, we're having this nice conversation. Why can't everybody do that? So I'm glad you brought that up. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Why can't everyone just enjoy themselves and try to help people instead of hurt them?
That would be... It seems so easy. And unfortunately, we're at a place in our society where that is not happening.
See, I'm trying to give you a compliment, and you still stab me in the back. Typical. To give the stab move. So what else is going on in Hollywood?
Someone asked this question that Amy sent me a DM, and I was like, oh, this is actually just a good topic. She was asking why every single show has their series finale last week and this week. And I said, there's actually a reason for this. And it's not just oh, let's wrap things up. It's Memorial Day. Summer begins.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually the official end to the TV season. The official TV season ends on May 31st, which also wraps up the Emmys cycle for that year. So if you are in contention, you want to submit your show for an Emmy, all of the episodes have to air by May 31st. And then they will be a part of the primetime Emmys if they get nominated in September when the award show airs. So just so people kind of understand that. And while technically a new TV season starts June 1st. So this June 1st is now considered the 24-25 television season. Most of the shows that we will see, at least on linear networks like ABC and NBC, those will begin in the fall and September. Of course, the streamers are free to drop their shows whenever they want.
All right, I got to ask you this because Catherine and I only have 1 episode of Ripley left. Is it worth watching? Sure looks like it is.
Yes.
You liked it?
I liked it.
Oh,
I liked it.
So
I'm someone who started with the book to the movie to the series. So I've been really happy with all versions of it, to be honest. And I'm someone that really likes to read a book sometimes and then get into the series or the movie to see what my imagination thought and then what the screenwriter thought and how they interpreted that, or the Hollywood version. Sometimes it doesn't come out the way you like, and sometimes it comes out better than the actual book. So
that actor who plays Ripley is really good. Who is that?
Oh, yeah.
He's really good in that show.
I want to say Andrew Scott, but I think
Andrew Scott.
Right? Andrew Scott. Yeah, I was like, I want to say Andrew Scott. He's so good. And I love that Dakota Fanning's back. Like she's been pretty quiet. Really she went to NYU and took some time off for college, but I'm glad that she's back in the forefront because she and her sister Elle are tremendous actors.
No question about it. Any closing words, sister?
I am just going to say I interviewed, by the way, Deidre Hall from Days of Our Lives. She has a cameo on Hacks this week.
You got to say it like Fred Sanford, or
Oh, you say it. I don't know how to say it.
Days of our lives.
That's you.
That's you. Well,
That's
thank
you, not me.
Okay.
But she has a cameo that is so delicious with Christopher Lloyd this week on
Love
Hacks.
Christopher Lloyd.
But if you are not watching the season, like, get aboard this show. It is so good. It is so good. Jean Smart and Hannah Einbinder, who plays opposite her, the two of them together, their dynamic is unbelievable. To me, it's some of the best comedy writing on TV right now.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing but great advice from KB2.
That's what I'm here for, you know?
Oh,
Stay
here
away
we
from the
go.
mayo. Watch your dance cults. And support women in comedy. There you go.
Support women in comedy. Okay, yeah, we can
That's
get
right.
that
By watching Hacks.
by watching Hacks. There you
Yeah.
go. All right, Pally, we'll talk to you tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Thanks a lot, ladies and gentlemen. Kristyn Burtt, Entertainment News, brought to you by North American Banking Company. Go to nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. I always love that stuff. That whenever you go anywhere near politics, she gets really nervous and goes, well, you know, as we move forward, it's like, I don't have anything against any particular Democrat, Republican, whatever. I don't support either one of them. I don't, you know, they're just not my kind of people. I mean, that makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I'm not going to, you know, if you got a favorite out there, I'm not going to rip them. Well, I might just to piss you off, but I don't, it's not sincere at all.
No, but everybody gets ripped.
Yeah.
Everybody gets ripped. What's wrong with that? They should, everybody should get ripped. You're absolutely right.
Yep.
You're making a very good point here. All right, fellas, we got the family show today, I do believe. I don't see Andy there yet, though, so I wonder if that's going to happen.
Yeah, so I didn't see him come in. We'll have to.
There was some traffic coming in for me this morning. Maybe it's persisting.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, was it? There was traffic this morning, huh?
For me, yeah. This Highway 100 was backed up quite a bit.
Why?
I don't know.
All right, anyway, well, if I have to do it by myself, because Catherine, I know, is at the doctor, so she's not going to be on. Honest to God, what a period. We got people dying. We got people having cancer. We got somebody else at the doctor, and holy Christ. One thing I have noticed, I'll close with this.
Yeah.
You know, we go through checkups every year. You should have a checkup every year. Catherine and I both have a checkup every year. I got to be honest with you, though, a lot of doctors now will not take insurance. They will submit their bill to insurance, and if insurance pays you, then that's okay. But a lot of doctors will not take the money and then send it to you because they don't want to wait around for the money. So you have to pay them, and then the insurance company reimburses you. Did you know that's going on now?
Yeah, I mean, from what you've said, and yeah, that's not what insurance is for. Like,
No.
they'll send you the money. That's why I have insurance. Yeah.
I am not kidding you when I tell you that in the last month, Catherine and I have spent well into the 5 digits on healthcare.
Nope.
And I mean well into the 5 digits, not just right that first number. And we're going to sit around and wait. And then they tell me, the doctor's office tells me, it's probably going to take somewhere between 4 and 6 months for you to get your money back. Like, what?
Which it shouldn't, because then I'll pay you in 4 to 6 months.
I feel like
Exactly.
I feel like you're getting hosed.
They're not doing it. Yeah, I know. It's just unbelievable. Everything now, everything is about money. Doesn't matter what it is. It's about how much money I can make, right?
Right. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right, that's enough bitching for one day. We got the show tomorrow. Got the I do believe we have the family show today. But then, you know, nobody tells me. Wait, let me check and make sure he didn't send me a message or anything. No, it doesn't look like it. All right, we'll see what happens. Let me put it that way. Well, I guess we'll see what happens. Talk to you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, talk to you then.
Thanks, bye.